quality childcare, specifically furnishings for relaxation, comfort, and privacy. And my name is Tina Oliver, and I am a training and consultant, and my company is Networks, which is an early childhood training and consulting company. We service the areas of Wisconsin, Texas, Iowa, Illinois, and Ohio specifically, but we also offer continuing education online outside of those areas that I just mentioned. So all over the U.S., we offer entry-level and continuing education courses. So please visit us online at www.networksllc.net. A lot of helpful resources and information and training for teachers of early childhood education. So what I'm going to be talking to you today again is about furnishings and relaxation, comfort, and privacy in your childcare classrooms. The tool that I use when I'm doing consulting for a childcare center is the Early Childhood Environmental Rating Scale. And that is the tool I've used, and I find that it's very on point, and I agree that if you follow most of the guidelines, it's not perfect, but if you follow the guidelines that are in this tool, you will have a quality child care center, and I truly believe that, and I believe in the writers and the authors of this book. I did take training directly with one of the authors of the book, and she's fabulous, cares about early childhood and children, and has been in the field for many, many years. So this is a great tool. So I want to talk about, first of all, a privacy area in your child care program. Just like everyone else, just like adults, children come into the daycare center in the morning and they have sometimes issues or 300 hearts. Great, let's do it. They may not feel so good, or they had a bad day the night before, or they just feel like they just want to be alone. And even sometimes throughout the day, they may have gotten into an altercation with another child and they need to get away and recalibrate. So we need to have that private space for those children to be able to get away inside of the classroom. So a private space should be away from other children and uninterrupted. So my rule of thumb is to have your privacy area not close to your block area or your kitchen area or dramatic play area. You want to have this area next to maybe the library or the art area, quiet area, because you want this to be a quiet, private space for the child to be able to get away. It should be easily supervised though. So you don't want a child to be able to hide behind any objects in the classroom, any furniture or things like that. You want to be able to see the child at all times while still maintaining that quality relaxation and private area. The area should be big enough for 1 to 2 children, but I do recommend that this area just be for 1 child, because if you get 2 and 3 children in the area, it's no longer private, is it? So we want to have that area, in my opinion, it should just be for 1 child only. And so in that child area, you want to have items for relaxation and comfort. And things that you can use in that area is a privacy box. They also are called hideaway cubes, and you can find those on the various child care websites where they sell equipment for child care centers. Also, Walmart has it. They call it the privacy or the hideaway cube. It's about $200. If you don't want to spend that kind of money, you can use one of those children tents, a child tent. But the privacy box is good because it's solid at the top. It's made of wood. It's solid at the top and solid in the back, and the sides are open. There's a circle on the sides and in the front, so you can still see the child. You would put some large pillows in there. You would put some stuffed animals and maybe a book and some things that the child can do alone. Okay, so this area should be relaxation space. It should not be allowed to be played with other children. It shouldn't be an area with nobody's in there. They can just go and play. This should be set aside space for only privacy areas, for only private children who want to go into that space. It should be inviting. So we don't want just a little area that's uninviting. We don't want it to seem like it's a punishment for the child to be in the area. So make it inviting, make it comfortable. And it should be available for a substantial portion of the day. And we'll talk about what a substantial portion of the day means in a moment. And then in addition to that area, you need to have a relaxation and a comfort area. I would say several different areas, but at least two areas. Your privacy area can be one, and then you need another area for relaxation and comfort. And these items should be equipped with bean bags, little sofas, and love seats that are comfortable. Soft toys, rugs should be in the area. At least 3 soft toys should be in that area. And the area should be large enough for 3 to 4 children. The cozy area should be accessible to children for lounging, daydreaming, reading, or playing for a substantial portion of the day. You can combine this area if you're limited on space. You can also combine this area with maybe say a reading area, your library area, or your listening area, and put some headphones and an iPod or a cassette player and allow the children to be able to listen to some music or listen to books on tape or on CD while they're in that area. And so that just makes a more inviting, comforting area for the children to go in if they so choose. Now, this area should be available for a substantial portion of the day. And what that means is you need to have this space available for 1/3 of the time that the children are present. So if the children are present for 3 hours during the day, then 1 hour of the day it should be accessible to children, which means it should be offered to them. We don't need to force them to go into any of these areas, and we're going to talk about some other areas in the child care center at another time that should be accessible to children, but we don't want to force them. This is a free time where they can go where they please to go at the time. And so it should be available for 1/3 of the day that they're present in the child care center. So any questions about furnishings for relaxation, comfort, and privacy? Do we have any questions at all? And I enjoyed my time with you this morning. I enjoyed all the hearts that you guys have given me this morning. I appreciate you, and I want you to have a wonderful and lovely day and a blessed day today. Next week, we're going to talk about room arrangements, learning centers, and interest centers. Some people call them interest centers. Some people call them learning centers. So we're going to talk about that next week. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next week. Have a wonderful Saturday.